I was a detective for 15 years. This is the case that made me retire. I spent 15 years as a homicide detective in one of the most violent cities in America. I've seen things that would give most people nightmares for life. I've solved cases that made headlines and cases that were forgotten the next day. I've put murderers in prison and I've watched guilty men walk free. But there's one case that I never solved. One case that still keeps me up at night, 12 years after I retired. One case that I think about every single day. It started on a cold February morning in 2008. A woman named Eleanor Vance was found dead in her apartment. She was 73 years old, a retired librarian, lived alone, no family in the area. Her neighbor had called the police after noticing her mail piling up. Eleanor had been stabbed once in the chest. No signs of forced entry. Nothing stolen. No apparent motive. Just a sweet old lady, brutally murdered in her own home. At first, we thought it might be a random break-in gone wrong. But there was no evidence of a break-in. We thought maybe a family member had done it for inheritance, but Eleanor had no living relatives and her estate was modest. We checked her neighbors, her friends, her former coworkers. Nothing. Then we found the first note. It was tucked inside Eleanor's Bible, which was on her nightstand. It was handwritten, in beautiful cursive, the first of 7. The wicked shall be punished. We didn't know what to make of it. Was it a religious thing? A serial killer? We checked with other precincts, other cities. No similar cases. 2 months later, the second murder. Robert Chun, 68, retired postal worker. Stabbed once in the chest. Note in his Bible. The second of 7. The wicked shall be punished. Now we had a pattern. 2 elderly victims, both stabbed once, both with notes in their Bibles. We set up a task force. We worked around the clock. We interviewed hundreds of people. We checked every religious organization in the city. We looked into both victims' pasts, searching for any connection. There was none. Eleanor and Robert had never met. They lived in different neighborhoods. They had different friends, different